Alright, it's Chun here, and for today's topic, we're gonna talk about buy by the acre, sell by the foot. For simple to understanding, actually, it's like you can buy a land. After that, you can develop a project, and then you sell to the market. No matter the project is apartment or residential or commercial. But first, you need to understand the real needs first. It's very important. You're gonna know that market. After that, you're gonna know that what is the financial logic of it, and got few questions you're gonna ask yourself before you move into real estate. Of this what we call land and then develop, and you do some project and then go and make some investment. But before the same advice I'm going to give you, before you move into this real estate, first it's better you consult with your CPAs, certified CPAs, or your lawyer before you move in, because this will save you a lot of time, energy, everything else. But you will run no regret if not you do something wrong, anything else. So you will be in trouble if you not consult your CPAs or lawyer. Actually, if you consult with them, it will help you skip a lot of mistake. You don't know, because if you want to develop some project, actually you need approval from government also, everything else, all the paperwork. Then you can consult with the experience, with the expert before you go move into it. And then not just about consult the expert, but you're gonna know your market. What market you're gonna need? You want to develop an apartment selling to the peoples. You want to build the commercials, do everything else. For buy an acre, sell with food, actually is the meaning is that, because when you go and buy a land, actually they count by acre, how many acre this piece of land. So when you sell, if you build a project, no matter it's residential, commercial, all the property actually is sell by foot. They count by square foot, how many per square foot. That's what you go and invest and generate more cash flow for you with the money when you sell it. So for land, actually, especially in Malaysia, actually they have a lot of opportunity, because in our country a lot of land still not yet developed and still live there and have a lot of opportunity. But you can look at it and study first. For example, is the land, actually you can a lot of piece of land, maybe some what you call the type of land, actually the permit, actually you can just change the land from agriculture to residential, or from agriculture to commercial rate. But you're going to study the market, and then you can do all this paperwork stuff to changing the land, so to make the value more higher, depends on the market that you want to go in. So everything else, you're going to start with real estate map, which means that every calculation you're going to do, you're going to know, because numbers never lie, just like what Warren Buffett said. So there's the 3 marks you're going to do before you buy an acre and sell for the foot, sell by the foot. So first, you're going to plan and divide the land thoroughly. You're going to know everything else. The land you're going to plan, you're going to know all the situation, know the market, everything else, the soil, everything else. Then the second is you're going to work with the neighbor in the community, because you're going to know what they want, what the community want, what the market want. So that's second. Then third, you're going to always be willing to listen and compromise, which means that you must be listen, because when you want to step into investment in real estate, always think about people first, what they want, what they need. So you provide the value for them, so you will be more successful in your future. So that when you want to buy a piece of land, that's better you not just look at the map or anything else. It's better you go by yourself and move there and you look at the actual land there, so you will better know the surrounding, not just depend on the knowing and the guessing. So you're going to look at it by yourself. After that, when you know about it, and then you know the land, everything else, so you're gonna know you're gonna have your team with you. No matter what team with you, actually got some expert that you need to surround yourself with, because you cannot just move by you alone when you want to develop a project. Then the first person you're gonna have is feasibility expert, which means that this person actually they can come up with the report, everything else. They know the market well, no matter the rental rate, the house pricing, and then the market price, everything else. They know the market, so you can have the better and the best facility expert, so that they can provide you more data, so you can know which market you want to go in. After that, the next is an accountant. Accountant is a person can help you to know all about the price, the capitals, the debts, equity, sales cost, everything else, so you know your numbers, because number never lie. You know numbers and you know how to move with your numbers. Then it's very important, you're gonna have your civil engineering, soil expert, and contractor, because for experienced engineer, you will calculate all the costs, everything else for you. For soil expert, actually is very important also, because I've been seeing a lot of developer they go and build the project, but mostly go and know about the soil thing, because maybe got science like paddy field or anything else, so that when you build on a soil which means is not that good, and you don't know about the foundation team, the property will crack, everything else, so you will be in trouble, because your reputation will be broken. So soil expert is very important. Then the contractor, you're gonna find experience and the great contractor to help you to build all the building, everything else. Though this 3% is also very important in the construction site. So everything else, you come up with the people. So that got few questions actually you want to go and look at and ask yourself when you want to choose your market, because you're gonna move into whether you want to move into residential market or commercial or just anything market. When you buy a land, you want to convert it into the property that the market fit the market. The first question you're gonna ask: how many people drive by this particular property each day? The surrounding area, is it a lot of people always pass by around way or not? So you're gonna think that how can you help people afford to leave the area and give them better alternative. For example, if you have retail experience or dining experience, so that's very important. But and not just about that, for medical care, about school, everything else, you're gonna know your surrounding, because or just think about by the value, what value you will provide to the market that actually fit what they need. Not because of not just about real estate, but actually like what we say, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, actually they always ask themselves about the question they want to do and guideline that they provide value to them for the market. Actually, like Steve Jobs, everything else. So not just about knowing the market, but actually when you want to consider to buy a piece of land, and then there's some question you need to ask also. You need to know why has this been skipped over by the path of the development. Why people don't want to develop at there? Usually you need to ask yourself always, and then you're gonna know it why they don't want to develop there. That's the first question. So who own it? Usually who own the piece of land is owned by who? Actually the land not just quite complicated, because maybe you will find some land that the owner actually is a lot of owner. In my head I got found over 50 owner in a piece of land of the garage, anything else, so this will be much more complicated. So you're gonna start it. And then what is the right use of fit for it? When you want to buy the land, and then you're gonna know what is right, and then the land, what type of land is that? Is it agricultural land, or is it residential or commercial rate? Everything else you're gonna study it. That's where to consult with an expert. So the question, how would the math look it when we use different math? You gotta calculate by the maths. You're gonna done all the calculation and then all the profit, cost, everything else. You're gonna know your numbers. Then the last thing is who would buy or rent whatever I think I should be built in this area. Who is your market you're gonna target? So you make it more simplified actually is where, what, which, who, how. It's everything very simple. So that when you come to the land, actually you can walk around with lawyers, CPAs, or experienced real estate broker or real estate agent that actually can provide you more information, the study the market well, everything else, so that you can come out as a facility expert and accountant, after that in all the construction site, engineer and soil expert, contractor. So you can work together as team. And it's very important, if you have an best estate planner also, we help you to plan all the stuff together. So if you come to this topic, what you call buy an acre and then sell it with the food, actually is the teamwork game that actually you're gonna form a better team and then move together. So hope you will success in your future and hope you like this episode. See you next time. Bye.